Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the BigDCoins channel. In this video we're going to talk about some very cool facts in regards to the Indian head penny. Now as you can see, I've got 4 of them right here. These two sides are showing the obverse and these two sides are showing the reverse. Now you might notice that this one looks a little bit different. This one right here, like all of the others that were made prior to 1864, actually had a different metal content than the ones made from 1864 until 1909. So overall, the Indian head penny was made from 1859 until 1909, so it had a nice 50-year stretch of them being produced. They are produced just at the Philadelphia Mint, with the exception of the final 2 years in which they are produced at the Philadelphia and the San Francisco Mint. However, the San Francisco Mint mintages for those last 2 years were relatively low. In fact, the 1909 San Francisco Mint Indian head cent is actually the rarest, the lowest mintage of all of the Indian head cents. There are only 309,000 of those produced. They're the second lowest, and the only other one that was below 1 million in production was the 1877 Indian head penny that won't have a mint mark on it. Now, those coins were both produced at less than 1 million per year. However, the highest mintage coin actually has over 100 million produced. That's the 1907 Indian head cent. Some other very popular years for production of the Indian head penny were between 1859 and 1860. That's because people were redeeming the large copper and half cents in circulation which were being issued up until 1857, and those were being redeemed for these new cent coins. So up until 1860, and then they revised it until 1861, you could trade in those old copper big large cents for these new ones right here. So in 1859 to 1860, they had to produce all of the coins for that particular year, as well as all of the supply for the coins that were being redeemed. Now, so there are some other very cool stuff involving these coins. Let's talk about the metal content of this one actually up here. So I said this one had some nickel to it. It was 88% copper, 12% nickel. Then they switched it over to this metal content right here, which is 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Now, the reason why they switched that over was because it was hard to get a very good image on the coin based on using the nickel metal content. So they found that the strikes were much stronger with the tin and zinc. Now, if you want to know the value of the coin, the key areas to look for, let me zoom in right here, are the cheekbone, the feathers on the headdress, and then the curly hair down at the bottom. So those are the high points of the front of the coin. On the back of the coin, you're going to see the knot in the wreath right there. That's going to be the first place to wear. As far as grading the coin, if yours is in uncirculated condition, that's going to be very, very nice. It's a very great find. Very hard to find those in circulation. If you're maybe going through someone else's old coin collection, there's a chance that you could find an uncirculated one, but the odds must be astronomical if you're just coin roll hunting. Good luck finding that. However, to determine kind of the value of the coin, you're going to want to look at the wear and tear of the coin. A good way to tell that is by kind of tilting it into the light and seeing if there's much of the original mint luster to the coin remaining. So the mint luster, the original kind of shine of the coin, that gets worn off when the coin gets tossed around in circulation. So if you have the original luster to the coin from kind of rim to rim, that's the definition of a uncirculated coin. There's some other rather cool stuff to know about the Lincoln cents, which I've touched upon in some other videos. So after the Indian head cent came the Lincoln cent starting in 1909. Then from 1909 up until 1958, they were producing the wheatback penny. Then in 1959, they switched over to the Lincoln Memorial penny. They used that same design all the way up until 2009, which they switched up the reverse, made some commemorative coins on the reverse in 2009. And then on 2010, they had the shield reverse. So the shield reverse was another cool image that they're making, kind of to unify, showed unity of the 13 colonies that Abraham Lincoln was able to create. All right, everyone, that's all I've got for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We got some great look at these Indian head pennies. If you've got any recommendations as far as videos that I should make or videos that you would like to see, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Until next time, best of luck coin collecting and enjoy.